Tech news! I haven't done this in a while. That Jerome Ortega finds interesting. Tomorrow's the last day you can pick up a Moto X Pure Edition from Motorola's website for $300. That's $100 off its regular price. For $300 you'll get a 16 gig customizable phone with a 5.7 inch display, 1440p resolution, 808 Snapdragon processor with 3 gigs of RAM, pretty good camera, a decent 3000 mAh battery, a micro SD slot, and the best speakers on any smartphone. These are front-facing dual speakers. The best, Jerry, the best. The 64 gig Nexus 6P is on sale at Amazon for $474 versus its regular $549 price tag. That's $75 off the regular price. That's a lot of phone for under $500. Compare that to the iPhone 6s Plus, 64 gig, that's $850. The 6P gets you a 5.7 inch 1440p display with an 810 version 2.1 Snapdragon processor with 3 gigs of RAM, one of the best smartphone cameras on the market despite its video stabilization, also one of the best batteries on a smartphone. You also get a fingerprint reader and dual front-facing stereo speakers. Speaking of the 6P, I'm just trying to segue Android N here. You know, I was using Android N on my 6P yesterday. Anyway, if you use the Google Opinion Rewards app, some users have been polled to pick, quote, your favorite tasty treats starting with the letter N. Either Google's just teasing us with names, or they're actually taking into consideration our poll results. There are also reports that Android N is currently being codenamed NYC for New York Cheesecake, kind of similar to how Android K was codenamed KLP for Key Lime Pie, although ultimately it ended up being Kit Kat. If it was up to me, I just use N for Nutty Bars and Z for Zebra Cakes. Those are my favorites. What else was I going to talk about? Here, watch this time lapse real quick. Have you all seen the trailer, well, the teaser trailer for the HTC 10 or HTC 110 or HTC 1M10? I don't know what they're calling it. Reports say they've ditched the whole 1M moniker, but I don't know. Hashtag power of 10. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link in the description. In the teaser trailer, they don't reveal anything about the phone, except they've been working night and day and night, not getting any sleep, and they're obsessed. Hopefully not obsessed about making it look like the iPhone. I do hope they're obsessed about bringing back dual front-facing stereo speakers that can rival the Moto X Pure Edition in a camera that rivals, well, all current flagships. Rumored specs, either a 5.1 or 5.2 inch display, 820 Snapdragon processor with 4 gigs of RAM, fingerprint reader, micro SD slot, USB Type-C with Quick Charge 3.0, and an expected release date of April. I will note that the HTC 10 or HTC One M10 is showing one bottom-facing speaker. So if that's the case, for me, that would be a big disappointment. But they're touting world-class front and back cameras. We'll see. If I'm still sick tomorrow, I'm just gonna have a 10-minute video of me sleeping in bed.